this has come up a couple times, but here's one from Games Enlisted. It says, what do you guys think of the controversy going on with your video reviews? I personally say keep up the original content. I what brought this up mainly because I wanted to lead into the fact that, yeah, man, when you do something new, especially like this, it's not going to work out perfectly at first. It's almost better that it doesn't, because it gives you a chance to learn what works and what doesn't. You get a chance to fine tune it and hone it and get it right. And so that's where the reviews are now. But I got to say, man, what you did with the Hotel Transylvania review, that was like an all-time best. I was blown away by it. And it's something I want to put out on the internet for everybody to see.
Man, thank you for saying that. And here's the deal. I was saying that this is, what we do, this is the only thing I don't like about our business, is that when you work with the internet, whenever you work with when you have a website that you've done for a long time, people, they get into a comfort zone, and the internet is they are very, very, very opposed to change.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And listen, this is just how it is. When I get bored with something, or better yet, if I feel like everybody else is getting bored with what we do, it's going to change.
Right.
And that's just the way it is. And I really hate it when people come in and they tell us that they don't like what we're doing. I'm not talking about the people that give us honest criticism, but I don't like those people who come in and just don't like what we're doing because simply we changed.
Sure.
And I know, this about me, Leon. I told people this. I am not afraid to put stuff out there, because I know when we start doing stuff new, it's not going to always be a home run. It's not going to always work out perfect. I'm going to put stuff out there just so I can get criticism from people, just so I can see what was working and what isn't. I'm not afraid of failure. You know that.
Right. Sure.
Hey, look, I was born. I'm not afraid of failure. Okay.
hey man. Well, it sounds like a platitude, but it's true that you learn more from failing than you do from succeeding.
But
anything you do right off the bat that works, you go like, oh, well, I guess I did it right. But by failing, you have to learn exactly what makes it work and what doesn't.
And I don't really think that we've just completely failed with everything that we've done. I mean, in the past, I mean, what we're doing right now is closer to how we kind of started out.
True. Very true.
Yeah. And so let me just explain to you people what happened. I've explained this to you before, but let me just go ahead and put it out there right now. Our videos were getting dull. I don't care what anybody says. It was a repeat of the same formula, a repeat of the same actions, a repeat of all kind of stuff. And I was getting people telling me like, yeah, I like your audios because your videos are just kind of a repeat of not only your audio reviews, but they just kind of repeat of themselves. And I thought, that's true. And I even thought like, I'm getting bored with this. And here's the deal, people. We put stuff out there just so we can see if it'll fly or fall. I mean, because one of the things that I got to that I have to compliment everybody on, all you guys on, Leon, we do stuff fast.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we do stuff in a week that would take people 3 weeks to 2 months to do if they had the time to do it.
Right.
I mean, we put stuff out there every week, and so we don't always have time to go in and fine tune as much as we do. But,
and with a small crew.
And with a small crew, I'm not exaggerating, you guys. I mean, these guys, we all work late hours. We all push ourselves. We're all into learning. So I don't read comments anymore when it comes to these things. I just read a little bit of them, and I get comments from people that I trust. I might go out and look for advice from people, but fuck y'all, man, who just don't want us to change. And I just don't read the comments anymore, because if there's any time that I don't play this artist bullshit, like, oh, I'm an artist, I don't do this and do, but if there's any time I'll play this artist bullshit, it's right now. It's like, I feel very constricted as an artist when I read comments of people just over and over again saying, I don't like this because it's different. I don't like this because you've changed. Oh, go back to what you used to do. Guess what? What we used to do wasn't fucking working. I mean, it was working to a minimal extent, and that was it. It got dull, and now we changed. Fucking deal with it. I'm not trying to put it out there in people's faces like, how dare you criticize us? Fuck you. It's not like that. Some people have given some honest criticism, and I've listened, and I've taken that. But I know for a fact that we all worked hard on that last video. I know that we did.
Yeah.
And you guys have, and everybody, you guys, the animators, we all came in and everybody was willing to put in whatever it took to get it done. They went with whatever we had, and we all worked hard on that. And there's just something about when you do something, you know, deep down inside, okay, I have taken criticism. I've been open. This right here is something I'm kind of proud of. And so I didn't even go look at the comments. I read one comment of somebody saying, "Man, I don't know if it's me, but I like old school." So I was like, "Okay, fuck it, I'm out. I'm not coming back." I haven't read a fucking comment since that point. And I don't plan on reading a whole lot of comments here on out, because as long as I can't be influenced by that and stop trying to evolve.
Right. And that's the thing. Like, even if, you know, you have something, there's only so long you can work an angle before it becomes dull, or before everybody who's seen it starts to wander away, because they go like, well, you know, I've seen that. I don't know. I'll catch the next one, or I'll look at it in a week, you know, or I'll save them up. It's good. It's good for us. It's good for you to have things change. And, you know, what you're seeing right now, you're like, I liked it better before, or I like it like it is now. Well, it might not even stay like this. You know, it definitely won't stay like this forever. There will be a point when this will evolve into something else.
Yeah. I can't do it. I'll tell you what, people, that you say the old school way of doing it, I can't do that. I look back on it now, and I can't even look at it the same way. So, you know, I guess the people who would, I'm not talking to everybody, but people come in saying, "Hey, I have a few suggestions, or I think this worked here and this didn't work." For those people, thank you. Thank you so much, and please continue to do that. For all you other people, like, I like it the old way just because, fuck you. All right, that's it. Sorry to be crass, but you know, that's just how I feel. I hate people who just cannot get over things. I've had to deal with closed fucking minds my whole life when it comes to change, and fuck you, I'm not dealing with it right now. So yeah.
Y'all get off Corey's back. He's doing the best he can.
Leave me alone. Poor me. Nah, you know, it's been fun, man. And the thing is, I'm having fun again. I'm having a great time going in and experimenting. I feel reinvigorated by this. I feel new. I look at our old stuff, and I can't go back to it. And I will tell you this, that you probably, for those people who say you like the old school shit, well, you probably will get some of that, because we are, you know, we can't do this kind of stuff every week because it is wearing people down. We're putting so much work into it. So we might try to do something to where we can do it and actually we're able to get out more content too. Because that's been the whole thing too, is trying to get out maybe 2 reviews a week instead of 1. So you might see a little bit of an old school style, not completely, but a little bit of an old school style that we used to do, but not because you motherfuckers railed me into doing it. It's just because it's kind of coming out of necessity. You bet your fucking bottom dollar it's not because I listen to you assholes who talking about I hate change. Fuck you. Here's your goddamn change right now.
Here's your change.
Yeah.
Here's a $1.50. Now hit the bricks.
Yeah. Here's a $1.50 and a boot in your ass. Get the fuck away from me. Can't stand that shit, man. I can't stand people just try to constrict you to like sticking to one thing just because they can't stand change. Fuck you. Fucking grow. Assholes.
So there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, people. I don't even mean to be that rude. I don't even be that rude.
Yeah, man. You usually save all that for your call-in show.
Yeah, I know. It's like, you know what I mean, man. It's just something about that. You know how it is. Yeah, look, Leon, you're an artist too. You know how. I mean, you know how it is when people just can't stand anything different.
Oh yeah, yes I do.
I mean, it could be great, it could be terrible, but some people just willing to say, wait a minute, that's not what I'm used to seeing. I don't like it. All right, well, don't like your opinion.
Yeah, that's just, you know, an art change. If the artist is worth anything, what he does will change, and it may be into something you don't like. I had a friend, and he's a professional comic book artist. But you know, when we were growing up, before he was professional, watching his stuff, I loved it. I loved the way it was going. I could see him being the next guy, like one of these other guys. But then I think he got bored with that. He went in a different direction, and I never warmed up to where he took his art after that. But then I never was like in his face, like, man, you need to go back to this. I understood, like, hey, that's his journey and it works for him and he's enjoying it. So what the hell? And he's getting paid to do it. So, you know, I just need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. But, you know, on that, I will close with this just so I don't sound like I'm not sounding that confrontational with people. I do want you to know that there is room to be for criticism. I mean, that's the only way people really learn is from criticism. I'm not yelling at you guys that are offering true criticism. I mean, that's one of the things that I always say about movie directors when they say I don't listen to the critics. I'm like, well, maybe you should. You might not like it, and the only way you will know if they're telling you something good or not is if you listen, and then you listen to the people that are actually giving good points, and then you don't. I mean, and I know people are saying right now, well, you said you're not looking at the comments. I mean, I'm not up until a certain point, because I do think that we're starting to hit our stride with something, and there are still people who are out there saying, because I listened before, but there are people who are just naysayers just to be naysayers, and once I know that that's the case, that's when I stop listening to a lot of things. I don't. It's not that I've tuned everybody out. I have not. Just wanted to get that out there.
Sure. Well, and the idea of you need to go back to this, that's never a good idea. It's like no revolution is successful by touting going back to the past.